What's up, y'all? I noticed that my last video was a little low, so I hope you put on some headphones so you could you could hear me. But I'm new to this. I tried it a couple times, the YouTube channel thing, but I'm still working on it. I just know that I was never going to be able to post no videos if I would have kept trying to perfect myself. So it'll get better with time. But let's get to the real reason why you clicked on this video. We're talking about PTSD. I have a few tips that I can give you, but overall, I just want to collect my family of PTS people, and so we know that we're not alone, because ever since that I've been through my situations of losing a child and getting shot. It's been so rough. It's been like extremely rough. The world feels huge. It feels humongous. It feels hard to trust people. I don't really want to take the medicine because I don't want to be zombied all out and everything. But I've been dealing with PTSD for like 7 years, and it's so rough. Like you literally could be sitting there minding your business, trying to be better, trying to be great, and just like that, you start to go through your memories, and you don't do it on purpose. You can't do it. It's not on purpose at all. And but your brain just like I guess it just picks that moment. Maybe like some chemical dumping in your brain. It just picks that moment to start sending you down memory lane, and whatever was the most traumatic experience that you went through, your brain will relive it, and your brain doesn't know what's real and what's fake for the most part. So it starts to release those chemicals that will be released when you actually went through those situations, and you literally feel it's nothing going on. I stay in my apartment quiet a lot of the times, but when that happens, the apartment seems very loud. It doesn't seem like an apartment anymore. It seems like I'm in that scene at that moment, and my body is releasing the chemicals that I'm supposed to be feeling, or that I felt during those experiences. So it's so tough. But what's helped me lately is that when I realize it, I might be sitting there ranting, and I'm like, man, what the hell, just and that, and I'm getting ramped up, and my adrenaline is pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. I sit there for a minute, and I eventually I catch it. And sometimes it used to be a longer, but now I catch it like within like a minute, maybe less, maybe 2 minutes. But I sit there and I'm like, yo, Sean, breathe. And I breathe, and I look around, and I start pointing out things. I say, look around you, bro. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. Look, we got a speaker right there. You see this, it's a table right here. It's a laptop right here. It's a phone right here. You're sitting in a chair. There's nothing going on right now. Just breathe. There's nothing going on right now. Just breathe. I've been doing that a lot for the past 4 or 5 months. That works. Now when I sit there and it starts to ramp up. I just like, Sean, stop, bro. Stop, 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 stop. It's messing up your everyday life, or it's messing up most of your enjoyment of life because you keep on reliving it. But it's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. And you already know if you go take that medicine that the doctors give you, that you're gonna be all zombied out. Like you know that like you're not gonna be able to like respond and act the way that you want to act. So the breathing technique has worked. Catching myself has worked a lot. Like just realizing, like, yo, you know what? Yeah, you do want to feel some type of way about that, or yeah, you do feel some type of way about that, but it's not healthy. So you got to catch it, and you got to tell yourself, like, pause, bro. It's okay. It's relax. Just relax. Just let it. Just breathe as best as possible. But I can definitely say, like, minus all of the childhood stuff, which I'm gonna get into one of these other videos one of these days. But the PTSD itself has definitely. Sometimes I get just adrenaline boosts for no reason, even when I want to chill. So I get panic attacks. I get anxiety attacks. Um, I feel alone a lot of the times. Um, but then again, even though like I believe that I'm handsome, even though I know that I can go out there and get friends and get girls, and I've been invited to places, I don't feel safe to. So I don't. but I'm a human being, so I actually want to go hang out, but it don't seem safe. So I have everything pretty much like sent to me, brought to me. My food brought to me, like my kids brought to me. I mean, I have no choice but to go outside for work right now, which is why I'm doing this YouTube thing. I'm really kind of leaning on YouTube to kind of come and save me once I acquire enough of subscribers and a family to not have to go outside that much because it doesn't seem too safe out there. Matter of fact, I know it's not safe. At any moment, anything could happen, and that's how most people with PTSD think because we feel so little and so small, and it's so traumatizing to think that you could just be outside and that you could just be minding your own business and something could just happen just like that. And it's not I feel like it's not worth it really to be outside too much. So I'm like, you know what? And I had just got fired. I had just got fired in December. It's what, February now? And I've been home since December 20th. I did applications. I went to a few interviews. I haven't got hired for those jobs that I did the interviews for, but I'm really just like hoping and leaning towards like I get YouTube money that I get. I started doing Amazon books, KDP. So you put in the comments if you want to learn about that. I can do a video about that. But I just started diving into that, learning how to do the coloring books, the crossword puzzles. I worked on that for the first month that I was unemployed, thinking I was gonna just blow up and get rich, but that ain't happen. And I also know that I'm not gonna blow up and get rich like that real fast off of YouTube either. But at some point, I know that I can make enough revenue off of one of these platforms, if not both of the platforms, where I don't have to go work for somebody and be up under the extreme pressure of being outside all of the time and the extreme pressure of having anxiety or the extreme pressure that somebody could fire me at any moment, anytime, or the extreme pressure of somebody not understanding what I'm actually going through because most people don't actually know the feeling of what a person with PTSD is going through. That post-traumatic stress is something serious. It's literally like an individual in itself just deciding to like a little brat. It's just like, yeah, you know what? Hey, I haven't dealt with you for a long time. Here, let's go down memory lane. Pick a memory. And then you start to go down that, and it's difficult. And I've spoken to a few therapists. I've been going through this for the past like 7 years on a deeper level. I've spoken to a few therapists. I'm gonna say maybe it's me. It's not them. It's me. Maybe I haven't given them the proper chance or something. I'm not sure, but I feel like you know what? Like yeah, you're a therapist, just like a doctor is a doctor, a nurse is a nurse. Y'all went to school for those things. It's like I don't know if it's considered a practice. I don't know if it's considered a career, but more of a practice because y'all are constantly trying to use techniques and strategies to figure out what works best for people, and then you put it together as a research and say that that's what it is. But it always will be a practice because people are always different. So you're practicing on me, I feel like, as a therapist, where when you haven't been through even half of the things that I've been through, when you haven't um, experienced a rough life or a rough experience in life to get you to this moment, and you overcame that and you healed from that. That's not what happened. What happened was that you pretty much had like a okay life, like a good life, and then you went on to school, and then you took the class, and you graduated, and now you have a certificate that say that you are qualified to talk to people about this legally. But as a person who's going through it, I know there's no way that you can know what I'm going through unless you've actually been through it. I know that. The feeling is way too deep. It's way too deep for me to sit there and be like, oh yeah, you completely understand because you read it through a book. And then you've seen other people that you read it from a book. No, I just know that's not how, it's not, I don't know. I'm rambling. But uh, the PTSD, if you don't know if you have it, well, matter of fact, I don't have to explain that because if you have PTSD, you know, you know, even if it's light, even if it's just a little bit a little bit of PTSD and not a whole bunch, you know, if you have PTSD because it's constantly on your back, it's constantly on your shoulders, constantly just you have to remind yourself constantly of the location and of the area that you are in life the location, like, like, okay, I'm in my house, all right, I'm driving, all right, like, because you driving too, you can sit there and be driving and hit the red light, or see them white lines on the road, them white lines, see them white lines a whole bunch of times, and you just sitting there, all of a sudden, just your whole mood just change. Your body and your brain is literally processing that whatever traumatizing experience you went through is literally just experience. It just starts to experience it, and if you don't catch it on with your common sense, I don't know. I don't know what to call that, but if you don't catch it, it's gonna start. It's gonna overtake. It's gonna overrule. I can see why certain people are themselves. Because it's difficult, it's a hard fight, but it's not worth the consequences. Are the consequences of no return. Once you realize that it pretty much comes down to a chemical imbalance in your brain, because your body has been through a traumatic stress and a hard process. So it feels like that, and your chemicals are just dumping at random times when they don't need to be. Like, you're pretty much in a fight or flight state all of the time. But hey, I was about to say it's not that deep, but it is. It's not that serious that it can't be fixed. So I do go outside sometimes, and I put my feet in the grass. Most people call it grounding. I take deep breaths. I listen to the birds chirp. That helps a lot too, because since I am still human, being inside of the house all of the time is not good for a human. Not having social interaction, not having people around you sometimes is not healthy for the human body. It's not efficient for the human's brain. So at some point in time, you do got to go outside. You do got to talk to people. And I know you want to probably just like explain to everybody that you hang around, like, what you're going through, or how you really feel. But if you keep expressing to people, you already see it. And like, because if you clicked on this video and you're still watching it at this point, like, you're definitely inside the same boat that I'm in, and on the same road, because you're still watching this video. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're trying to get to a point where you don't want to lose your shit. So I feel you. You definitely got to go outside, and you definitely you can't let it just overtake your life too much, because then you will lose your brain and people won't understand, and then you can do something impulsive that can get or do something impulsive that can get you in prison, or do something impulsive that can get somebody else, or any of that. So hey, subscribe, comment below, let's talk about it. I don't know, like, comment, put down your whatever you think. Sorry about the stuttering and the not having no plot together, but hey, I'm gonna get there. You gonna get there. We gonna get there. Don't forget to be the bright light.